Hi everyone, good day. Hope you're doing well. I know it's been a very long while I posted a video on my YouTube account, and so I'll be doing a very nice one today. Now, the last time that I did a video, I had mentioned that I was going to be talking about how we got fat. So yes, that's going to be the topic for today. How did you get fat? How did I get fat? Now, I've heard people tell me over the years, over the months of working with plenty clients that, man, Elizabeth, I don't know what went wrong. I was really skinny as a teenage girl. I was skinny in my 20s, and all of a sudden I just packed on this weight that I don't understand how it came about. So in the next couple of videos that I'll be doing, I'll be talking about how you got fat. Now, the first and major reason why we get fat is when calories in exceed calories out. So I know, yes, this might be gibberish for some people. I mean, what the hell? What is calories in? Calories in simply means calories, better still, can be defined as a unit of food energy, and everything edible in life has got calories. So you talk about a yellow bell pepper, an apple, a chicken, they've all got calories inside of them, you know. So when you eat, or better still, sometimes if you also buy a packaged food, you could look at the back where you have the nutritional information. You would normally see them say energy, which also means calories, or better still, calories in. Like I said, when I defined what calories meant, that they are a unit of food energy. So you would actually see energy, and then by the side you could see 25 kcal. Some come as kilojoules, kj. Kj is way higher than calories, but you can actually convert kilojoules to calories, you know. So basically, calories, like I said, are in everything edible, well, except maybe in what we call in other things like water and fiber. You're going to find out as we progress over time. So calories in simply means energy in. Calories out means energy out. So you eat an apple, usually 100 grams of apple has about 51 calories, and then maybe you run or you jump or do one particular activity or the other, that is calories out. So for you to gain weight to start with, your calories in should be more than your calories out, meaning the amount of food energy that you eat is more than the way you used the food energy, or better still, it's more than the way you expended the food energy. So what I'm trying to say in essence is sometimes we sit down, we eat a bowl of pounded yam with ofe nsala soup and plenty of goat meat, you know, and then you just sit in front of your TV watching maybe a series or something all day, and then afterwards you're shocked when you climb on the scale and you realize that you've added weight. So that's what happened. At that particular moment, your calories in, which is the food energy you took in, exceeded the amount of movement, or better still, the amount of calories out that you did for that day. Now, it takes about 3,500 calories for you to add a pound, and 7,700 excess calories to add a kg. So what am I trying to say in essence? You see, for every single person that you see, based on your age, based on your weight, based on your height, based on your level of activity, based on your gender, there is an amount of calories that powers your body. What do I mean? Men need more food than women. So by nature, men will take in more calories than women. That's talking about gender. Talking about age, the younger you are, the more food you need. The older you are, the less food you need. I'm sure you can relate. Talking about height, the taller you are, the more food you need. The shorter you are, the less food you need. I'm sure you can understand. And when we're talking about level of activity, for someone who runs a marathon, he would definitely need more food than a person who sits and couches, or better still, works in a bank and sits behind a computer all day. So based on these parameters, you know, there is an amount of calories that powers your body. So if, for instance, let's talk about Elizabeth right now. Perhaps Elizabeth needs about 1,700 calories based on my age, weight, height, my gender, and my level of activity. And then I decide to eat, like I said, 1,700 calories. And then I decide to eat maybe 500 calories extra every day for the next 7 days. That means I have eaten, if you multiply 500 times 7, that's 3,500. So that means I have eaten 3,500 excess calories like the entire week. So it shouldn't be shocking if I climb on the scale and then I realize that I've added a pound. So it's so easy for you to add weight. Like, it's very easy. It's not difficult at all. Now that we now understand that for every single time you add weight, it is because calories in exceeded calories out. It doesn't mean that we should go on a starvation journey, please. You understand? You don't need to do that to lose weight. For you to lose weight, you still have to be able to create that balance, Now, for us to lose weight, we now have to do the opposite. Calories out must be more than calories in. Like I said, it doesn't mean you should starve. It just means that you should eat the right things. Now, this is just one reason why we add weight. There are other reasons that can cause weight gain, such as inadequate sleep. Yes, like for instance, someone like me, I'm not a person who would love to eat a lot. But the moment I notice that I'm craving all day, and then I know that I've not been sleeping well, then I understand. It's not difficult. The human body understands particular things and translates it in a particular way. So for me, when I don't sleep well, what happens generally to everybody, not just me, to everybody who doesn't sleep well, is your body tries to make up for your sleep energy by craving. So you get the message that you're craving, you're eating and eating. You can finish a bottle of granite and yet it's not stopping. The feeling just keeps going on. What your body is simply telling you is, energize me, just give me that rest I need. Give me that sleep I need. Do you understand? So your body is pushing you to eat and eat, and you're responding by eating and eating, but you do not realize that is not what your body is lacking. Your body is not lacking food. Because in actual fact, you're eating. What your body is simply asking for is rest, sleep. So yes, when you do not sleep very well, there is a tendency that you would add weight. So don't ever forget this. If you do not snooze, you will not lose. So like I would always tell my clients all the time, especially those people who I know have sleep issues, I would insist you really have to take out time to shut down and rest. Aside the fact that if you do not snooze, you wouldn't lose, do you know that an average person burns about 88 calories for every single 1 hour, for every 1 hour you sleep? So what I'm trying to say in essence is, if you sleep for, like, a regular adult should have at least a minimum of 6 hours sleep, maximum 8 hours every day. So if you're able to sleep for a minimum of 6 hours every day and you sleep well, so imagine the amount of calories you've burned sleeping. So it's not a lazy thing to sleep. When it's time for you to shut down, you really need to shut down and rest. And then we also have stress. Stress could also lead to weight gain. Stress too could also lead to you wanting to eat more, So that also is an issue. Stress. When you're highly stressed, you could just see yourself. Usually, whenever I talk to a client and she tells me, these days I just see myself like craving for fatty stuffs like ice cream, like something really sugary, I know the person is stressed. So the first thing I ask is, are you stressed? If you're stressed, you should actually just take a chill pill and just like rest. Because basically when we are stressed, we just don't, better still. Stress makes you crave for very fatty things and very sugary things. So the moment you see yourself wanting deep fried plantain, like what we call dodo here in Nigeria, like really oily and soggy plantain, you're just craving for it so deeply. There's a possibility that you're actually really stressed out. And when you're stressed, because now stress can be quite a deep issue. If you're talking about the hormone called the cortisol hormone, the cortisol hormone is called the fight, or the flight hormone. When I mean fight, as in like, I'm going to fight you, and then flight, like to take off for your dear life. Now, let me give you a scenario. I want you to assume or just imagine that you're in your house seated and you suddenly hear that there is a riot taking place, like maybe 2 bus stops away from your house, and it is possibly going to get to your bus stop and into your neighborhood. You know that feeling you feel on the inside, that panicky feeling? That is cortisol working. So what happens normally is when that feeling comes, what the body does immediately is to immediately take in as much energy that is in your blood flowing at that point in time and quickly converts it to fats and takes up this fat and stores it for you on your stomach. Now, what it basically does is it's like a survival strategy. The body is saying, wow, Elizabeth is about to fight, or she's about to run for her dear life. And for her to run for her dear life, she needs this energy to keep her going, or she needs this energy to energize her when she's fighting. So what the body does is an immediate response. It immediately takes up the energy from the food you've eaten and quickly converts it to fat. And the fastest place to drop this particular kind of fat is on the belly. So what the body tells itself is, let's just mop up enough energy for her. She needs this thing. And this is how people add weight from being stressed. But in our present life today, you don't need to fight with somebody, or you don't need to have to run away from a war. Yeah, I know some areas are still suffering from things like that. Like, I mean, even in the northern part of Nigeria, they have issues like that. But like on a regular day, you don't really have to like run for your life or something, you know. But the kind of stress that we face today is a lot different from the kind of stress that maybe our forefathers would have gone through in the past. I'm talking about the traffic, the endless traffic, the stress of just trying to make money to fend for your family, you know, economic issues and all that, personal issues, emotional issues, you know. These are things that can give rise to that cortisol hormone, you know, rising inside of us. And when it is high, you will definitely add weight. So we've talked about calories in, calories out. We've talked about inadequate sleep, and now we've talked about stress. There are other little issues that could also cause weight gain, so we could brush up on that later. So until then, just stay tuned, subscribe to my page, like my page, share my videos, you know, let other people know what you've just learned. I would love to thank my subscribers. I would love to thank you most especially for being patient with me during the time when or better still, during the period when I didn't drop a video. Thank you so very much. I will try my very best to make you happy. That I promise. So until we meet next time, take care. Bye.